am back with days 15 and 16 of my December Daily 2021, and this is the last pages that I'm going to be able to ensure that I get on my channel. I am going back to work tomorrow, and I'm just doing a couple of videos here before I end up going back to work. This is the last one that I am doing, and I would hope that I can get some more days up, but I just don't know, so I don't want to promise anything. Hopefully you'll see a few more December daily layouts, but it's really all going to depend on how work goes and everything else. So I definitely want to make sure I get some of these videos up for you so you can see kind of my process. This day is, like I said, day 15 and 16. We didn't do a ton this year, so my photos are a little bit slim pickings. So I'm getting a little bit more creative with what photos I'm showing. So I have a picture of the radio station I've been listening to for the Christmas season. I have a picture of a gift that my boss had mailed to us. And then I have a picture of my daughter holding one of her Advent chocolates. That was probably one of the cutest chocolates we've seen. It was a cute little squirrel. And so I captured that as well. So I'm just taking some of this vintage music paper and I'm going to make it span across the two 3x4 cards. And it is very, very old. So I try to use my roller adhesive and it ends up just pulling up on the paper. So I pull out some score tape and I just add that on. So you can see that's what I'm doing here, just adding that score tape on. And then that way it was just not peeling up on that roller adhesive. So I'm going to make sure these are really close together and that they line up nicely. And I like how that kind of span across the two pages. I'm going to pull off a word sticker that says spreading cheer, and I'm going to add that to the box of my gift from my manager. Christmas Melody strip was also from that same sticker sheet. I'm adding that to this card that I'm working on now. Here's a little chipboard star. I'm going to trim off the little point, and then I'm going to add that little point over on the North Pole radio 3x4, and then it just looks like it's a whole star again. So I really like how that card turned out. I'm going to add a little bit more to those two cards here in a little bit with some sequins, but I'm going to work on some of these other cards first. One thing I forgot to mention is that some of these items I did do some gold embossing on. So that little postal stamp on the top left of the bottom left card is a stamp that I embossed. This little bingo card is another stamp that I embossed, and then those stars that are on vellum on the top right 3x4 card are embossed with some gold embossing. And I just did it on vellum. So now I'm just tracing around so I know where my journaling is going to go. I'm going to take this to my typewriter and type up the journaling. And then I'm also going to do some typing on this one too. So I'm just roughly sketching kind of where the photo lands so I know where my typing should go. I'm going to tuck that in. I end up adding some of the Fired Brick Tim Holtz Distress ink around the edges of these just because it's white cardstock. I don't know, it always just seems so bland and blank to me. So I feel like I need to add either some stitching or some inking or something around these little journaling blocks. I don't know, they just look like they are asking for something else. So of course I do that after I glue everything down because I don't think about it now. So you'll see here that I'm going to glue it down and it doesn't have that red, but a little bit later on you will see that the red ink is going to be around the card. Just gluing everything down, making sure it's going to stick nicely. Gluing my journaling down over here. And I actually did something incorrectly. So you can see here that I was adding that bingo card, that bottom of the bingo card. I ended up trimming it off and realizing that wasn't what I wanted to do. So it's an easy fix. I just took my little glue and added some glue to it and then matched everything up. And now you can barely even tell. So hopefully you guys can't hear my dog in the background. Of course, he decides to shake and walk around and his little tag is jingle jangling. So hopefully he's not too distracting in the background. So you can see here now all those, the journaling cards have the red around it. I have not added the red around the bottom right card. And now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder if I forgot to do that. We will see together. So I'm just adding a little adhesive to the little stars. And just kind of showing you some close-ups. And I'm pretty sure I forgot to ink around that one. Oh well. Either I'm going to go back later, I'll remember, or I'll just leave it like that. I am showing you some close-ups, but I am going to add some more bling to these. I pulled out some sequins and some other things that I had in the stash. This little bling pack is from the Citrus Twist kit, and then I'm going to pull out some other sequins that were actually from past kit. I end up not using that little candy red and white striped little embellishment. I pull that off and I end up adding just some sequins instead. So these are the sequins that are from another kit, and then that snowflake sequence on the bottom right hand 3x4 card is from the Citrus Twist kit. So just adding that down, and I'm just using my dry adhesive to glue these down. So this is it. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe. If you have any questions, leave those in the comments below. Let me know where you're at in your December daily and what your plans are for the new year. Have a great day, everybody, and I will be back again soon. Bye.